You have an interesting face. What an interesting compliment in praise of a girl's beauty, particularly by a blind person. It is unique indeed. Here we can recall a शायरी. लोग कहते हैं तुम्हें चांद का टुकड़ा. लोग कहते हैं तुम्हें चांद का टुकड़ा. मैं कहता हूँ चांद टुकड़ा है तुम्हारा. Flattery by males or females, especially regarding beauty or handsomeness, always melts the opposite gender. রূপের প্রশংসায় কে না গলে, মেল ফিমেল সবাই. তবে গলনাঙ্ক বা মেল্টিং পয়েন্টের তারতম্য থাকতে পারে. The narrator of the story, the eyes have it, daringly remarks that the girl has an interesting face. He does so as a safe remark because he knows the common psychology of girls. Most of them like flattery, particularly about their looks or beauty. Very few can resist flattery showered upon them by young males. Exactly happens so. The girl is so elated by the compliment that she jumps at the narrator's flattery and presents him in return a clear ringing laugh. ঝরে হাসির ঝরনা, narrator ভিজে চুবুর. It's nice to be told I have an interesting face. I am tired of people telling me I have a pretty face. Oh, so you do have a pretty face, thought I. And aloud I said, well, an interesting face can also be pretty. You are a very gallant young man, she said. But why are you so serious? I thought then I would try to laugh for her. But the thought of laughter only made me feel troubled and lonely. The girl is pleased so much, especially because the narrator has used an uncommonly nice adjective that is interesting instead of pretty or beautiful to appreciate her beauty. She is indeed tired of people giving her regular compliment that she has a pretty face. The blind narrator is happy to know that he has thrown the stone at the right place. To know that the girl sitting right in front of him has a beautiful face. He very smartly adds that an interesting face can also be pretty. The girl appreciates his comment and gives him the compliment of being a very gallant young man. At the same time, she wonders why he is so serious. The blind narrator tries to laugh, but in vain. He cannot cast off his serious mood, perhaps because of his blindness. The thought of laughter just makes him feel lonely and troubled all the more. We will soon be at your station, I said. Thank goodness it's a short journey. I can't bear to sit in a train for more than 2 or 3 hours. Yet I was prepared to sit there for almost any length of time just to listen to her talking. Her voice had the sparkle of a mountain stream. As soon as she left the train, she would forget our brief encounter, but it would stay with me for the rest of the journey and for some time after. The narrator now feels very sad at the thought that the girl will soon reach her station and leave the train, leaving him in the dark, lonely world once again. His state of mind can best be expressed in the lines of a Hindi song. दूर जाके भी मुझसे तुम मेरी यादों में रहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना. Even when you are far away, stay in my memories. Don't ever say goodbye. Don't ever say goodbye. Although the girl expresses her happiness at the short journey, the narrator is prepared to sit in the compartment for almost an unlimited period of time just to listen to her enchanting voice that has the sparkle of a mountain stream. He could have sung out like Uttam Kumar in the film Shaptopadi. এ পথ যদি না শেষ হয় তবে কেমন হতো তুমি বলো তো. যদি পৃথিবীটা স্বপ্নের দেশ হয় তবে কেমন হতো তুমি বলো তো? In this way, how would you say it is not the end of the road? What would you say? The world is a dream country. The girl might have forgotten her brief encounter with the narrator, but the narrator would cherish the sweet experience in his heart throughout rest of the journey and for some time after. The girl's thrilling voice would ring in his heart and give him joy. বিশ্ববিখ্যাত রোমান্টিক কবি উইলিয়াম ওয়ার্ডসওয়ার্থ এক নির্জন উপত্যকায় একটি মেয়ের গানের সুরে তার অপূর্ব কণ্ঠস্বরে মুগ্ধ হয়েছিলেন এবং তা তাঁর হৃদয়ে গভীর ছাপ ফেলেছিল। The music in my heart I bore long after it was heard no more. এরকম কত ছাপই না আমাদের মনে জমা হয়। ভাগ্যিস প্রকৃতি আমাদের ঢেলে দিয়েছেন স্টোরেজ ক্যাপাসিটি প্রায় 2.5 মিলিয়ন gigabytes. The engine's whistle shrieked. The carriage wheels changed their sound and rhythm. The girl got up and began to collect her things. I wondered if she wore her hair in bun or if it was plaited. Perhaps it was hanging loose over her shoulders, or was it cut very short? The train slowly nears Saharanpur station. The girl gets up and begins to collect her things. আলাপ জমে উঠছিল ভালোই, কিন্তু জমে ক্ষীর হওয়ার আগেই বিদায়ের ঘণ্টা বেজে গেল। Oh, how sad, how bad those days were. No contact number, no social network. The blind narrator was drawing a portrait of the girl in his heart, but it remained incomplete because he had no idea of her hairstyle. অর্থাৎ তিনি চুলে আটকে গেলেন। চুল ছোট করে কাটা, নাকি খোলা চুল কাঁধের ওপর ঝুলছে, নাকি খোঁপা অথবা বিনুনি? The narrator is helplessly confused. After all, hairstyle is an important aspect of feminine beauty. दिल उसकी तार ए जुल्फ में उलझ गया। दिल उसकी तार ए जुल्फ में उलझ गया, सुलझेगा किस तरह, ये बिस्तर है गजब। The train drew slowly into the station. Outside, there was the shouting of porters and vendors, and a high pitched female voice near the carriage door. That voice must have belonged to the girl's aunt. Goodbye, the girl said. She was standing very close to me, so close that the perfume from her hair was tantalizing. I wanted to raise my hand and touch her hair, but she moved away. Only the scent of perfume still lingered where she had stood. The train has stopped at Saharanpur. The narrator heard a high pitched female voice near the carriage door, probably belonging to the girl's aunt, that formidable creature. Goodbye. It was the departing word uttered by the girl. It might have shattered the narrator's heart. कलीजा रह गया उस वक्त फटकर, कलीजा रह गया उस वक्त फटकर, कहा जब अलविदा उसने पलटकर. At the time of saying goodbye, the girl was standing very close to the narrator. How could he feel? From the perfume of her hair, the perfume that tempted him to touch her hair, especially to have an idea about her hairstyle. অর্থাৎ সেই মুহূর্তে ন্যারেটরের আরও দুটো সেন্স অ্যাক্টিভ হয়ে উঠেছে, ঘ্রাণ এবং স্পর্শ, স্মেল অ্যান্ড টাচ। আর দিল, তার কথা আর বলার অপেক্ষা রাখে না। तू क्या जाने तेरी खातिर कितना है बेताब ये दिल, तू क्या जाने देख रहा है कैसे कैसे ख्वाब ये दिल. However, the girl moves away, only leaving the sweet perfume around the narrator as well as in his heart. There was some confusion in the doorway. A man getting into the compartment stammered an apology. Then the door banged, and the world was shut out again. I returned to my berth. The guard blew his whistle, and we moved off. Once again, I had a game to play and a new fellow traveler. The game refers to that of the blind narrators acting as a sighted person. The train gathered speed, the wheels took up their song, the carriage groaned and shook. All these mechanical things are in sharp contrast to the romantic world the narrator is roaming in. I found the window and sat in front of it, staring into the daylight that was darkness for me. Andher kiba din, kiba raat. So many things were happening outside the window. It could be a fascinating game, guessing what went on out there. The man who had entered the compartment broke into my reverie. The blind narrator felt that something wrong happened in the doorway. A man getting into the compartment stammered an apology. Perhaps a collision took place between the outgoing girl and the incoming man. However, the carriage door banged and the world was shut out again. The world always remains shut out from the blind narrator. But he feels now all the more lonely and sad. लगने लगी अब जिंदगी खाली हाय मेरी, लगने लगी हर सांस भी खाली, बिन तेरे बिन तेरे बिन तेरे. The guard's whistle, the sound of the wheels groaning and shaking of the carriage, all these mechanical things seem absolutely meaningless to the narrator, particularly at this moment when he is still in a world of dream, a state of trance. His dream or trance is certainly concerned with his lingering thoughts over the brief encounter with the girl who has just departed. ফাগুনের ফুল যায় ঝরিয়া, ফাগুনের অবসানে ক্ষণিকের মুঠি দেয় ভরিয়া, আর কিছু নাহি জানে. The narrator's reverie অর্থাৎ দিবা স্বপ্ন is broken by the man who has just entered the compartment. You must be disappointed, he said. I'm not nearly as attractive a traveling companion as the one who just left. She was an interesting girl, I said. Can you tell me, Did she keep her hair long or short? I don't remember, he said, sounding puzzled. It was her eyes I noticed, not her hair. She had beautiful eyes, but they were of no use to her. She was completely blind. Didn't you notice? The new traveler is a humorist. রসিক বটে বাবু। ন্যারেটর নিশ্চয়ই হতাশ হয়েছেন তাকে কো প্যাসেঞ্জার হিসেবে পেয়ে। He apologizes for not being so attractive a traveling companion as the beautiful girl who has just departed. তা তো বটেই, কোনো তুলনাই চলে না। কোথায় গোলাপ ফুল আর কোথায় এপ্রিল ফুল। So rightly says the narrator, she was an interesting girl. Moreover, he eagerly wants to know from the new traveler whether the girl had her hair long or short. Unfortunately, the man has not noticed her hair. He only noticed her beautiful eyes, which are of no use to her. She is completely blind. The discovery of the girl's blindness is thus done at the end of the story. It is indeed the storyteller's master stroke. স্ট্রোকই বটে। ন্যারেটর, যিনি একটু আগেও আকাশ কুসুম রচনা করছিলেন, হঠাৎ আছড়ে এসে পড়লেন বাস্তবের মাটিতে। ऐसा कोई दिल नहीं जो कभी टूटा नहीं, ऐसा कोई दिल नहीं जो कभी टूटा नहीं, कांच से उम्मीद क्या रखना। এমনি করেই একদিন কবি কিটস, যিনি নাইটিঙ্গেলের সুমধুর সুরের জালে বিভোর হয়েছিলেন, হঠাৎ করে রূঢ় বাস্তবে নিজেকে ফরলর্ন অর্থাৎ পিটিফুল্লি স্যাড অ্যান্ড লোনলি বলে আবিষ্কার করলেন। Was it a vision or a waking dream? Flayed is that music. Do I wake or sleep? The narrator is blind. The girl is blind. Each hides their blindness from each other. This is the go of the day. We are all blind. It is our spiritual blindness. কবি জীবনানন্দ দাশ লিখলেন, অদ্ভুত আঁধার এক এসেছে এ পৃথিবীতে আজ। A strange darkness has come upon the world today. বিশ্ববিখ্যাত পোয়েট টি.এস. এলিয়ট তাঁর বিখ্যাত দ্য হলো ম্যান শীর্ষক কবিতায় লিখছেন, দ্য আইজ আর নট হেয়ার, দেয়ার আর নো আইজ হেয়ার, ইন দিস ভ্যালি of dying stars, in this hollow valley. But blindness or darkness can never be the last word for mankind. We should not live in an eyeless, visionless world. We must have eyes, the power of true vision. We must progress from falsehood to truth, from darkness to light. Asato ma sadgamayo, tamoso ma jyotirgamayo. Let it be the final message for mankind.